What's going on, Nikolai? Yep. Class is in session. You already know, y'all. We're going to start breaking some stuff down in a second. Just going to wait for some more people to hop up in here. Make sure to go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Let me know how we sound. Let me know how the mic sound, man. Got a new 15 about to pop up in a second. Yeah, I don't know what the weather's like for y'all over there where y'all live at, but it's been windy non-stop all night. It's been super windy. I don't know what's going on. Sounds good. Perfect. What's going on, Asia? I see you up in here. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and break down what we're gonna be looking at today, going into this live stream. So first things first, if y'all watch the Sunday chart now, so it was in the live yesterday. Things kind of ended up going like we expected. One, again, we had the USD bank holidays, so the USD pairs didn't really do too much, right? Gold chilled here, literally, as we could see from London session, New York session. And then when Tokyo session started, that's when price woke up and did that move we was looking for yesterday. So we're going to be looking for continued buys on gold, right? So we're going to be looking to see if price is either going to retrace and retest 27.12 and see if it can continue to hold that support, or if it can break and hold 27.32 as support, then we can look for continued buys going to 27.48. So that's what we're going to be looking for right here. And then GU, it ended up rejecting that level. We hit TP2 and ended up rejecting this level again, like we've been talking about. We talked about in the live yesterday, how GU as well as GN and GJ last week kind of struggled to continue the trend that they were in, right? We look at GU. You see that we're clearly in the downtrend. We caught this lower low the week before that. But then last week, price struggled to make that next lower low, right? This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So price failed to break and make that next lower low, right? But the price was still respecting this level as resistance. So we went for a sell. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Oops. There we go. Right? So price failed to hold this level as resistance and then reverse yesterday, right? But we see what price is doing right now. So right now we're about to see if price is either going to break back below in every attempt to make a new lower low, or if we're going to see the reversal take place and see a trend change happen this week. So that's what we're looking for right now, right? Because gold is also extremely bullish, so it's going to be interesting to see how GU plays out. So with GU, we're just gonna let it do its thing as far as today goes. I do got alerts and a trade idea for a sell, but I really just want to watch and see how it reacts right here, because as you can see, failed to hold this low as support, but also struggling to break this low and treat as resistance. So we're just gonna let price do its thing right now. Now we did have GBP news about an hour ago. Did a little something, but not too much. And as far as New York session, we got 8:30 Canadian news. And then when markets close, right before markets close, 4:45, we got New Zealand news popping off. All right, y'all. So that's what's going on with GU. NAS is kind of same situation again. Market close, so didn't really do too much. Game plan still the same. We're going to be looking for buys. If NAS can break the whole 21,580 as support, we're going to be buys going to 21,730. All right, y'all. And GN, like I was talking about, GU, GJ, and GN, they kind of struggled last week to continue the trends and the flow, right? Even yesterday, I was really looking to see if GN was going to break and hold 1700 resistance, but it failed to break it again. It's been struggling to break it. So we're still moving for sales, but only if it can break and hold this low as resistance, because as we can see, ever since it did that drop, and then on the 13th last week, it's just been chilling, ranging here ever since, right? So we're just waiting for the markets to wake up. But again, we do have New Zealand news later on tonight, so if it doesn't do anything today, it's probably going to wait till right before markets close. And of course, we're looking at GJ right here. I'm looking for continued sales here. Was catching sales last week on it as well as the week before. We see that we're clearly in the downtrend. Again, we did have a retracement take place yesterday as well. We see prices pushing back down, so we're going to see if it can not only continue to hold 190 at 191 as resistance, but it needs to break and hold. I might have to. I'm not going to do it right now, but after this live stream, I might have to restart my computer. Nothing really slow right now. Right, but it's going to need to ultimately hold 190 as resistance, right? Because last time it was in a downtrend. And when we look at this level, let me highlight this real quick. Yeah, I'm going to restart my computer after this live. All right, last time it was at this level, what happened? Price failed to hold it as resistance, right? And then we just came back to this level last week, failed to hold as resistance, right? So we need this level to be broken and held as resistance in order for the downtrend to continue. All right, y'all. So that's what we're looking for right here. Okay, so like always, y'all, you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. New 15 did just pop up. Got a new 5-minute popping up about a minute and some change. Make sure to go ahead and like the live, y'all, and subscribe. Not subscribed already. We just hit 2,900 subscribers. 3K is just right around the corner. As we talked about yesterday, dropped 2 videos for y'all. Dropped the Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum update. And then I also dropped a new stock video for y'all, so make sure to check those out if you have not already. But yeah, we're just waiting for markets to wake up right now. Look at these comments. Trump took the markets and stumped on them. I wanted to say that I know the coin dropped, right? So I was talking about this as well. I was in like the TikTok comments yesterday because you know the Trump coin been talked about a lot, right? So the coin just dropped, and a lot of people did not know about it because it happened during all the stuff that was happening in America, like the TikTok ban and a few other things. It happened all the same time that ban happened, and then again, TikTok was banned for like 8-9 hours. So then when we got access to the TikTok stuff, like that's when it started to go viral. But retracements are part of the game, right? So I wouldn't necessarily count it out because a lot of people think like it's about to just tank and never go back up. No, it's going to go back up. Like he just swore in, so he did. He dropped the coin right before he swore in. That thing hit like $65-$70. Last I looked at it, it was chilling at like between like $50 and $30, which is still not bad. Because if you buy right now, because again, a lot of people mess. This is where people mess up when it comes to investing, especially like when it comes to long-term investments. They only want to get into something when it's already moving, right? No, you want to get into something before the move happens. You get what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is, right, like a lot of people, they're trying to get into the coin while it's at its highs instead of when it's at a low, right? Which doesn't make any sense, right? That's why they always say buy low, sell high. So a lot of people was like, oh, it's not $75 no more, so I'm not gonna buy it. No, you should be like, oh, it's not $75. It's not the $75 no more. It's on sale. Now I'm definitely gonna buy it, right? That's if y'all are interested in getting into the coin, the Trump coin. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is, right? You want to buy things when they're red and on sale when you're holding for long term plays. Day trading is a little bit different, right? But yeah, but we can talk about that a little bit more too. But yeah, so like I said, don't count it out because he just scored in yesterday. He ain't just dropped that coin for a quick money grab. He's got plenty of money. And speaking of which, speaking of money, I dropped this in the crypto channel yesterday. This is old news, but it's still relevant to why a lot of coins end up pumping, especially right before you got into office or scoring. Let me find it really quick. Oh, I didn't post it. I was like, where is it? I have to send it to myself. Hold on. So hold that thought. Let me send that to myself really quick. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're getting your charts, drop them in the chat. Those are just joining the stream. I'm not into this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free signal room for Telegram. You'll see on your screen how we did last month or last quarter. Go ahead, hit that first link, check it out for yourself. I see the comments, y'all. I go through them one by one. I got y'all. I just gotta send this to myself really quick because I thought I sent it, but I didn't. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the crypto Telegram right now. Just gotta find it really quick. There we go. All right, just cool. All right, so again, if y'all watched the crypto video I dropped, which was it? It was the one I dropped. Not Monday. What day did I drop this? Let me see which one I'm talking about. Yeah, so you looked at the video I dropped on the 17th, three altcoins you need to have. Right, you watched that video. I talked about the chain link and a few other charts. Right, the reason why chain link went absolutely crazy, as well as a few other coins. So not just because he went into office, but because of watch this. So he obviously has more than these three cryptos, right? But he put $20 million into three main coins a month ago, right before he got into office. Now, what are those three main coins? Let me show you what those three main coins are. He bought 2,731 Ethereum coins. He bought 4,443 half coins, AAVE coins, and then 78,387 Chainlink tokens. All right. Which would equal approximately $10.4 million of Ethereum, 1.4 million in AAVE, and then 2.2 million into Chainlink. That's a lot of money he pumped into those markets, right? Which is why they're kind of starting to move now. Ethereum is kind of slacking, but the other two are doing pretty good right now, right? So again, if you don't got any Chainlink, you need to get you some Chainlink, right? And if you got Chainlink, you need to also get you some HBAR. And I talked about all that stuff in my most recent crypto videos. Make sure to check that out, y'all. All right, new 5 minutes just popped on. I'm gonna catch up to this chat. What else we got up in here? Where are you? I'm in Alabama, where early snows were supposedly going to snow tomorrow. Yeah. It's been the weather. This winter's been very interesting. But shout out Alabama. I got family in Alabama. I'm from the southeast coast, but I'm not out there no more. I'm on the west coast right now. I'm in AZ right now. So yeah, so it's completely different from Alabama, Georgia. But yeah, I know it snowed crazy in Georgia. I think what was it last week or 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I know it's about to be real bad weather. So make sure you know y'all's faucets are safe. Those that's gonna be experiencing snow and cold. and all that good stuff. You're a forex trader, yeah. I trade forex. I invest in crypto and stocks. I teach investing all around. I'm an all-around investor. I do day trading as well as long-term plays. You don't use VWAP? No. I just simply just read the charts. Everything, all my decisions, all my trades are just simply based off market structure. Only thing I use besides market structure is these key price levels I identify and mark off, which is what you see on your screen, these blue and gold lines. But everything else, I don't use any indicators, nothing. I just simply read the charts based off market structure and flow, which is the best way to do it. It's complicated at first, but once you understand how things work, it's very, very, very simple. You want to be a futures day trader? Hey, do it. I got students that trade futures. That's why I say, like, I mainly, when it comes to day trading, I trade forex mainly when it comes to day trading, but that's because it fits my lifestyle, right? Like for forex trading, it's open 5 days a week. It's only closed 1 hour out of the day, right? So if I want to trade at night, I can trade at night, right? If I want to trade in the middle of the night, I can trade in the middle of the night. If I want to trade during the day, I can trade during the day, right? So it's convenient in that aspect. But I got students that trade strictly futures. I got students that trade forex. I got students that do strictly options. Um, that's why what I teach isn't just strictly a forex strategy, or when you see online people like, oh, this is my NAS strategy, my gold strategy. It's not just a strategy that works on just one chart or one pair or one point. What I teach works on all charts. What I teach is you how to actually read the charts, because once you actually know how to read the charts, then you can do anything and everything when it comes to the charts and candlesticks, which is why I'm able to call out accurate crypto plays, stock plays, as well as forex and future plays, right? But I'm trying to find. I think it's this one right here. Yeah. So this is one of my students. This was during March, so I haven't hit him up for an update. He hasn't hit me up, which is usually a good sign when my students will hit me up. They're just chilling. But at this time, almost at this time last year, he had like 300K features accounts, right? And he was passing another one, and it's with Top Step. Everyone knows Top Steps is a futures broker. It's a futures prop firm, right? If I'm not mistaken. Um, then I got students that trade forex, obviously. And I also got students that trade options, right? So again, what I teach is how to read the charts, and what you want to do after you learn how to read the charts and what you want to trade, that's completely up to you. So definitely stick around and subscribe if you're new, Asia. Make sure to check out the day trading tips playlist, because that playlist is over 70 videos of back-to-back-to-back videos breaking down various buy setups, various sell setups that I personally took, as well as called it the signal room with the members and students. So definitely check that out. No, that's the trade breakdown playlist. The day trading tips playlist teaches you how to read the charts. It goes over trading psychology, goes over my trading plans, support resistance, supply demand, things like that. So you definitely want to check that out, especially if you're new to trading or you want to learn how to actually read the charts and the candlesticks. So definitely want to check that out, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop that in the chat for y'all right now. All playlists are up to date. Now, this week I do have to make a stock playlist because that's the only videos that's not in the playlist. But besides that, all playlists are up to date. Yep, over 100 videos on the day trading tips playlist. So kind of like how DJ is looking right here. Let me write up a trade idea just in case we do in this, because I do like how this is looking. Only thing is, we just need volume to kick in because price is kind of been struggling to break these levels. It has no issue when it's above or below those levels we talked about at the beginning of the stream. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I recommend rewinding back to the beginning of the stream, about 2-3 minutes into the stream, so you know what I'm talking about because we broke down a lot of stuff. So I recommend rewinding and checking that out. Right, but besides those lows, was talking about price struggling to break. It has no issues above or below those lows doing moves. It's just breaking and holding those next levels, which is the challenge, right? And the GDP news didn't do too much yesterday. But we do have Canadian news and the New Zealand news later on today as well. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, cool. Kind of like how this is looking here. Let me see what else we got in here. Is there a specific reason why you don't use VROP or 12 EMA? It's because when I first was trying to learn how to trade as well, of course, you know that's what I was using. Like I used to use not necessarily the VWAP. I used to use I forgot. I think it's called, what is it, the SMA? No, I used to use the MA cross. I used to use all this stuff. I used to use the MA cross. Um, I used to use the MA cross. I used to use the SAR. I used to use all this good stuff, right? But what I noticed, especially depending on what time frame you use, it's not as accurate, or it's always going to be a little late to the party, right? And it's not as reliable as you would think, right? So I stopped using it, and I learned how to read the charts, right? So the main reason why I don't use it anymore is because it's kind of not as accurate, and you're usually late to the party a lot of the times. But also, it doesn't always necessarily mean that prices just because price is going down at some point doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right move to go for, right? Because again, just because there's red doesn't mean we're in a downtrend. Green doesn't always mean buys or uptrend. So that's the main reason why it was just kind of confusing. It just wasn't as accurate, or I didn't really like it, right? I wasn't having a lot of success with it, so I decided to stop using it and to figure out how to read the charts. Because again, the reason why people use the indicators is kind of a shortcut or a way to postpone the inevitable, which is learning how to read the charts, right? Because again, we make money based on the charts, we lose money based on the charts, we take trades based off the charts. Everything that happens is based off the charts. So again, if you just think about it, it doesn't make any sense to not know how to read the charts when we're on the charts and everything's taking place or happening based off the charts. Obviously based off like real world stuff as well, but a lot of the stuff is just simply just market structure. You get what I'm saying? For those that do use indicators, though, again, I don't use indicators, but I'm not going to scrunch my nose at you if you use indicators. If you are going to use indicators, though, use them on the bigger time frames, not the smaller time frames. All right, so this is some free game for y'all. Use it on the 4 hour and up time frames. They're a lot more accurate on the bigger time frames, smaller time frames. All right, so that's some free game for you. I like how this is looking. I might try to do what we're looking for. I want GN as well, but GN is kind of taking a little while. I like GJ too. Like I know if GN can hold as low as resistance, I think it's going to take a dump. Question is it going to wait till after the news to either hold that level or reject it? Or can we catch a nice move before the news? That's just the question right now. What else we got up in here? You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We'll give you a chart. Drop in the chat. What else we got up in here? Super noob, but I don't want to go to the profile route. Yeah, you shouldn't. I tell people all the time, if you're brand new to trading, the last thing you need to worry about is trying to buy a challenge, or even try to actually put money into a broker. Right? When you're brand new, the last thing you need to worry about is how to load your account up with money. What you need to focus on is the fundamentals. Right? So, like I said, with you, definitely check out the day trading tips playlist and learn how to read the charts. Like you gotta learn how to read the charts first. Yeah, I tell people all the time, prop firms are not for people that are new to trading, because you're just going to 9 times out of 10 just throw your money away. Yeah, so as a new trader, you guys gotta understand how the charts work. Now you gotta understand how the charts work, trends, uptrend, downtrends, support, resistance, supply, demand. There's a lot of stuff you gotta understand first, right? Because again, we make money based on the charts, we lose money based on the charts. So again, it's very important, and it just makes logical sense to understand how those charts work, right? Because again, when people are on a trade and they're in drawdown, they go into the chart, but they don't know what the hell's happening on the chart. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to freak out or do something silly, right? And again, why are they freaking out? Why is that FOMO kicking in? Why people always talk about trading psychology and how it's a struggle? Is because there's a bunch of people, and again, I'm not talking down on anyone, because I used to do the same shit when I first started trading. Everybody does it. It's just the rite of passage. But it's my job and my goal to help y'all have a quicker, more successful experience when it comes to trading, which I've already done, especially on the back end with beginners and students. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say all this stuff, because everything I tell y'all not to do, trust me, I've already done it. But because I've already done it, I know why you shouldn't do it. Everything I tell y'all to do, I do. And I do it. I know what happens when you do it. I also know what happens when you don't do it, right? So again, one of the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to trading is thinking they can just hop into the charts, put some money into their accounts and take trades and not lose money. Right? But when you think about it, it's like, what do you expect what's going to happen? You don't know what the fuck you're doing, right? And I like to give this analogy all the time. It's like, let's say I never drove a car before, but I watched all the Fast and Furious movies. I know every scene by heart, and I'm a beast at Mario Kart, right? And today I'm feeling myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna drive a car. Driving a car is easy. So I grab the car keys, I hop in that shit, and I pull off. 2 minutes later, I crash. I hop out the car, scratch my head. Bro, these roads are rigged, man. These drivers, man, these drivers are out to get you. Driving is a scam, right? Like it's so risky to drive. Like you can't predict the lights. You can't predict if people are going straight or braking. You don't know which way they're turning, right? You start talking to somebody about the streets and driving, well, just like that, they're gonna look at you like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, what did you thought was gonna happen? You never drove before. It's the same thing with trading. What do you think is going to happen? You never traded before. you're going to not know what you're doing. You're going to just throw your money away, right? So I know it might be tempting, but if you're brand new to trading, focus on learning the skill first. Right now, if you want to use a demo account, that's cool, but I'll still back off of that as first when you're first brand new to trading as well, because you're going to end up getting lost in the sauce and doing some dumb stuff as well when it comes to the trading on the broker, right? I'm not trading on the demo. Now, I am all for trading on demos, but again, there's steps and levels to it, right? But we could talk about that all day. We'll talk about it all day. So GJ looks like it's about to do the move we was talking about. G looks like it's about to try to reattempt to break down below as well. GN still kind of chilling. All right, y'all. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free singer, free Telegram, y'all. We've been going absolutely crazy. I got to restart my computer after this live. My shit lag, right? Let's be cool. There we go. With that first link, we're 1-0 so far this week. We went 3-1 last week. The week before that, we went 6-0. It was 100% win rate. So we only took one loss so far this month, which is not bad at all. And then you scroll to, I believe, January 6th, we'll see how we ended 2024. We ended 2024 with the absolute bang. Again, I literally tallied up every single month of the year. Y'all can fact check this yourselves. Everything is dated, documented, and timed in the Telegram. Literally can't make none of this stuff up. We took 181 wins, 23 losses, averaging less than 2 losses a month, which is absolutely insane. Give us an 89% win rate at a total of 326,550 pips. Again, you can see this was for January 6th. You click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the year. That's how we ended January. Click here. It's going to take you to, again, January, right? And at the beginning of every week, we drop the Sunday chart analysis going over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. And there's a lot more stuff, y'all. But I want to make sure we're not missing nothing on the charts too. All right, let me cut it to the chat. Give me 1 second. I got you, AJ. I'm gonna read all your comments. I don't skip comments over here. I'm gonna read all your comments. Yeah, GJ's doing that move we're looking for. So everyone took GJ. Y'all should be in profit. Again, if GJ, let me go back to it, can continue to hold 191 as resistance, we can see sales going down to 190.15. Let me see what else we got up in here. I've been spread to you. Well, when I was interested for it, it's 2 a.m. for me, and usually I'm asleep around this time. Okay. Yeah, so again, that's just the beautiful thing about trading. Like I know you said you was talking about futures, so that'll probably work best for your schedule because again, that's during the day. Most people are up during during 9 to 5 anyways, right? 9 to 4, 4:30. So yeah, definitely, definitely. Like I said, check that stuff out. Because again, all this stuff, the same mindset, the same setups, the same rules I use for day trading, forex, is applied the same way for futures and options. Only thing that's different is it's not really lot sizes over there. Well, for options, not really lot sizes, it's contracts, and futures is a little bit different as well. With futures, now there are like mini futures and stuff like that, but for the most part, they kind of changed things up from back when I was learning forex or learning how to day trade. Because back in the day, the best way to get into like day trading with the least amount of money was forex. It still is, in my opinion, but they have done things in the futures or option space to make it easier for people with less money to trade in their spaces as well. But back in the day, you know what I'm saying, like options, you needed at least like 5 bands to do anything, right? But with forex, you just need 100 to 250 to do something. Do I trade every day? I'm on the charts Monday through Friday, but if I don't see a setup, I don't take it, right? So I am on the charts Monday through Friday, but if I don't see a setup, I don't take it. So if I don't trade, if I like, there are some like if we go back into the free Telegram, there are some days where I don't take a trade, and most of the time it's simply because I don't like this. I don't see any setups I like, or it could be because I missed the setup, right? So like for example, last week, well, again, Monday, we did take a trade live on NAS, but after that NAS trade, there was nothing else I liked. And the reason why, again, that trade wasn't called the signal room because it moved too quick, right? So we go to NAS and go to Monday last week. I think it was this trade right here. No, that was Friday. Was it this one? Yeah. So this is the trade we took. Monday, you see this was 3-in-1 this session, and you can see how big these candlesticks were. And again, this is NAS, this isn't GU, so this isn't just 5-10 pips. This is a lot of pips in between. But we broke this down. But besides that one, I didn't really like anything else that was happening on Monday, so we didn't take any trades. Right? We go to we trade every day that day. This day there was a couple days I didn't take trades, but this was also because there was a bunch of holidays. This was like back when Christmas and New Year's was a thing. So I'm trying to find another week. What on? Another week. Yes. All right, so there was this week, right? Only took 4 trades. Didn't take a trade on Tuesday. So I'm on the charts Monday through Friday, but if I see nothing that's meeting my rules or confirmations, I am not afraid of not taking a trade, and I have no issue with that, right? Because again, the goal isn't to take a trade every day. The goal is to go for high probability, high quality setups. And if I see nothing that's meeting those high probability, high quality setups that I like to go for, I'm just going to patiently wait for that setup. You get what I'm saying? So that's the answer to your question. From what I've heard, people who use view out are day traders and don't go above the 30-minute time frame. I mean, I day trade too. But I go above the 30-minute time frame. But again, a lot of stuff I trade a lot. There's people that trade kind of like me, but a lot of people don't trade like me. And I kind of learned that when I first got into the trading space. I trade a lot different from most people. But like I said, I just personally don't use indicators because they're not as accurate as the candlesticks and the charts themselves. But yeah, I day trade. I use multiple time frames over the 30-minute. But I'm also not trying to be like in a trade for. I'm not trying to like be in and out of a trade of 5 minutes. If it happens, it happens. But that's when things get sticky when people be trying to do what they be seeing online with people like, oh, I only trade 20 minutes a day, or I'm on the charts for an hour a day, and that's it. A lot of that stuff be BS. But that's a whole nother conversation. What you're saying makes sense. I think they use Vero just to guess a stuff. Yeah. And again, a lot of it is also to cut corners, right? A lot of people might not like to hear that, but that's really what it is, right? Because again, if you know how to read the charts, you're not going to use an indicator, right? Now, there are people that claim to know how to read the charts and use indicators, which is fine. But if you actually know how to read the charts and you're comfortable and confident with it, you don't need an indicator, right? But again, that's not me telling people that use indicators to not use them because that's what you use. You're comfortable with them. That's fine. But I always going to encourage people to learn how to read the charts without indicators. And of course, if you come into the playbook or you try to become a playmaker, we're teaching you how to do that without indicators, right? People that have done one-on-one sessions with me, you already know I completely wipe everything away that you learn when you come over here. But what else we got up in here? What else we got? Well, I don't use the Heikenaushi candles. I just don't because they're a little bit different from the traditional. Like I used to use them back in the day. I don't even know how to find them anymore. I think they're. See, that's how long it. Oh, they're down here, right? I used to use them. I just don't anymore because When I was using them for a certain strategy, and then when I stopped using that strategy, I just went back to the traditional ones because you can see they look a lot different from the regular candlesticks. They kind of over exaggerate the wicks and stuff, and I don't really need to see all that because again, I'm trading based off market flow and the rules of price. Because if you guys do not know, there are rules that price follows every single day to the T, and there's a script that the markets follow as well. Right. So again, when people say that there is manipulation in the markets, yes, there is, but you have to understand that there's manipulation in the market for a reason. Because again, these are real stocks, these are real indices, these are real currencies, these are real assets. These aren't just random numbers on the screen. So with that being said, price just can't forever shoot up or forever shoot down without a consequence, because the economy and the markets will crash. It would be very unstable. So there's manipulation for a reason. But yeah, it's just strictly his preference. And also, I don't really need the wicks to be that exaggerated. That's why I don't use the Heiken-Ashi. And these charts are still kind of napping right now. Good questions, though. And then again, as far as those that do day trade forex over here, again, I just live stream London session because that works best for my schedule. And like I say all the time, for those that are new here, main reason why I even discovered London session was because it fit my schedule back in the day. Because before, I don't like to use full-time trader because I don't full-time trade, and also it's kind of become kind of cringy in this space. But when I was working jobs, I used to work 2 jobs, 6 days a week, 14, 16-hour days, only had 1 day fully off, 2 half days off. So the half days means, and by half day, I mean only worked 1 job that day. So yeah, so it was, what was it? I think it was 4 days. I worked both jobs the same day. And then it was 2 days I only worked 1 job. And then I had 1 day I didn't work either job. So that's what I mean by 2 half days, was only worked 1 job one of those days. 4 days out the work, 4 days out the week, I was working both jobs back to back. Right. So I was working what was it? I was working night shift, and then I was working during the day. Right. So I couldn't trade during New York session because I'm at work during New York session. And then my hating ass managers, right? Because I guess I could say it now because I don't even work there anymore. It's been a few years, but I used to sell insurance, and then I also what was my second job? I had a bunch of I was selling insurance, and then I was thinking it was a restaurant job. I can't remember what restaurant I ended last working at, but that's irrelevant. But I was selling insurance during the day. That was my 9 to 5, and then at night I was working a restaurant job at night. I think I was a cook or something. I was a cook, and so I couldn't trade during my 9 to 5, even though I had a computer in front of me, because my hating ass managers. Like, so how it was set up was I had 2 monitors, right? Kind of like I do now. And so I was, and it's you know, cocky shit, it's just reality. I was so good at the job that again, I didn't really need to, I could multitask, right? Like, because when you're on the phone and you're dealing with clients and customers, you kind of say the same stuff over and over again, right? So after you do it so many times, you kind of just don't gotta look at a script, stuff like that. And I also knew like how the programs and stuff work, so it wasn't like I had to really pay attention as much. So I'd have one monitor with the charts on like this, and then my other monitor I'm doing my work. So it's not like I'm day trading on my monitor. I was trading off my phone, right? I was just monitoring the trades off my computer. So they ended up banning TradingView and stuff like that. So I couldn't even really pay attention to the charts during a New York session. Now I still did it, But I don't recommend that, especially y'all, care about y'all's job or depend on it. I didn't really care too much because I always knew, like, look, this is just the stepping stone to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. And at this point, y'all trying to stop me from doing what I'm trying to do. So I kind of already didn't have too much respect for it at the time, but that's besides the point. So I couldn't trade during New York session. Couldn't really look at the charts during New York session, and I was working at night, so I couldn't really trade at night. Didn't have a computer on my night shift, so the best time and the best option for me was London session, which was that time before I started my day and the time I ended my day type shit, right? So that's why I started London session, trading London session, but I trade all sessions, right? Now, like if y'all follow me on Instagram and TikTok, if y'all don't, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. I be posting stuff all the time while I be trading outside of London session and New York session. And also, if you're a member of the Advanced Play Student Room, we take trades outside of London and New York session as well. Right? If the markets are open, your confirmations are met, take the setup. You know what I'm saying? There is no best session and things like that, right? That's all biased or relative, right? Because there are certain pairs that move better or have more volume during certain sessions, but there's also coins and pairs that have good volume all sessions. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, these markets are kind of sleeping right now. Again, it is Tuesday, and we did have a USD bank holiday yesterday, so markets are kind of a little late to the party, waking up. But again, as far as today, we do have at 8:30 Canadian news and 4:45 New Zealand news. So make sure to keep those times in mind. We see GU again hit this level, but failed to break it. And then we see GN still kind of consolidating, and GJ still feeling right here as well. So really nothing's taken place or happened so far. But let me catch up to this chat right here. No, you're good. You're good. I don't take it personal. I know you're just curious. I don't take it personal. No, you're good. I don't take it personal at all. So we got a new 15 about to pop up in about a minute and some change. But I'll see what this next hour looks like. And we'll see some volume kicks in for us. Again, those joining the stream who have not entered this trade yet, this is a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Make sure to hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Charts are starting to retrace right now. Right, I'm gonna say I said it once. I'm gonna keep on saying it. Right, if y'all don't already, and this is for crypto and stocks. Right, you definitely get some stocks. But crypto, kind of stressing a little bit more because they're a lot cheaper, so you can get a lot more bang for your buck on the crypto side. But you definitely want to have these in both stocks and crypto. You need to look up, and I talk about them in my videos too. So make sure to check out my videos as well. But you need to have stocks and crypto in the AI, in the VR, gaming, technology categories and niches. I'm gonna say it again: AI, gaming, VR, technology, as well as if we're talking about on the crypto side, things that got to do with payments, You guys want to get into those as well, because I'm telling y'all, things about to get real serious. Things about to get real serious. I need y'all to, if you're not already, really start paying attention to what these people are doing, right? And what we got going on. Okay. For example, the VR stuff. A lot of stuff is about to be taking place in VR. A lot of stuff's already starting to take place in VR. But I'm talking about besides games. I'm talking about real things, real life things, business meetings. Like if you think about back during the quarantine and the quote unquote pandemic and all that, what was going on during that time? NFTs was big, VR was getting big. AI has been a thing, but they rebranded AI, so a lot of people think AI is something new, but AI has been a thing, right? And what was happening during this pandemic? They were doing concerts in VR. Y'all look this up. I'm not making this stuff up. They got virtual real estate. People are spending 6 to 7 plus figures on virtual real estate as we speak right now. Look it up. Virtual real estate. NFTs. Again, it's not just what y'all was seeing back in the day where they had these deformed and decaying monkeys for 30K. That is not what NFTs are about. Look up what NFTs are actually about, and you'll be shocked and surprised. Okay. AI is self-explanatory. Gaming should be self-explanatory as well, right? Electricity, especially things that got to do with like companies that deal with like electricity, like with car batteries and stuff like that. A bunch of car companies are about to be going fully electric. Elon Musk, as we speak, is working on a car that's going to be a regular car. It's basically what he been talked about doing that he hasn't done yet, right? Like when he first bought Tesla, a lot of people don't know he didn't create Tesla, he bought that company. When he first bought Tesla and he made the S version, the E version, riding out sexy and all that, he was talking about how he was going to make a car that was 30K or less. That was like going to be like a regular car, average person's car. He just ain't make that yet. But that is in the works now. So a lot of stuff's about to happen real quick. So y'all need to get into this stuff, why things are cheap. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm not saying put all your savings into this stuff, but you guys definitely want to have something put aside in these coins and these stocks. All right, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Don't say I ain't tell y'all. Tell y'all, look into that stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on right now that people don't know about, right? Like this crypto stuff, right? People think, oh, crypto's not being used. Crypto's nothing. Crypto ain't this. Crypto ain't that. People have no idea that y'all are using crypto stuff right now. Like y'all are using things on the blockchain right now. Y'all are using things crypto related right now. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, from what I'm learning, it's only best session for you and your life. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's the beautiful thing about trading. Right? As long as you have Wi-Fi or service, you can do what you need to do. Right. But yeah, y'all. So again, we're just waiting for the markets to wake up. Nothing's really changed or happened since we've been live. Again, we've been live since 3. We go to 3 a.m. We can see the 3 a.m. candlestick and the current candlestick price has not moved or changed. We can do this with each one of these charts. So again, even if we was to have taken a trade, nothing would have happened. We have not missed a thing, right? So again, there's another reason why patience is so important, because a lot of times people be in a rush for nothing, right? It's just like when y'all be outside in traffic or driving around, there's that one person, if this is you, I'm talking about you. They got one person that always wants to slam on the gas just to slam the brakes at the next red light, and you pull up right next to them. Like, what was the purpose of that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everyone that's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everyone that's been live since y'all joined. Appreciate those that's been tuning in. Good question was asked. Shout out to y'all. But yeah, so again, we got a couple news events. Not gonna be going live with the members today. It's not really a lot of news. Oh, actually, it is. Yo, I guess I'll be going live Friday and Thursday with the members. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today as well, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. Again, I think the sale is still going on. I think I've set it for it to end at the end of the month. But again, 25% off everything. So y'all really trying to learn, y'all. Take advantage of this because you're getting 25% off everything. That's 25% off the course, 25% off the one-on-one sessions, 25% off the signal room services. Literally everything is 25% off. Take advantage of this to learn how the charts work and become a playmaker because, again, it's called the playbook for a reason. You guys want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram or Telegram. I respond to all messages. Yeah, we're about to see if GJ and Gene can do what we're looking for. Those are the main charts I'm looking at. I am paying attention to the NAS, of course, but these are two main charts I'm paying attention to as far as looking for setups. And yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow, 1 session p.m.